vampire and a, like, wizard. He was a dude who conquered nations, meaning he should probably know how to use a sword, but
Yeah.
he doesn't. So what ends up happening is, if you just shut down spellcaster and make spellcaster spells, he just sits there and goes,
Goes.
oh, he goes, and then just gets beaten to death. Because
Alright.
it's one of the weirdest designed boss fights ever.
Okay,
They realized their problem so quickly, they made the Heart of Ravenloft because they looked at his health and went, that is, like, ridiculously low. If we keep this, he will get beaten to death within 2 turns. If we give him the Heart of Ravenloft, he will be beaten to death in 3 turns. Upgrades, people, upgrades!
Alright, give me a second to start here, and... we might be going? Are we going?
Alright, while you're doing that, I'm gonna very quickly switch out Will's, Rod of Lordly Might for the, gun, just because it fits his character better.
Yeah, you do that, I believe we are going.
So what you're switching? What are you switching out here?
I found a magic item that just fits Will better than the one he got, because we were able to get a legendary magic item, or basically up to that rarity. The one he has right now is a Rod of Lordly Might, which is cool and all, but the description of it alone also doesn't really fit the whole Western aesthetic. So an account I was following went on break, which that might not sound like that's probably a really weird start, you know. Okay, so an account you're following that makes magic items stopped making magic items, and that gave you a clue? Well, yes, because one of the people who, like, covered for him was like, hey, here's this magic revolver. And I was like, I have a cowboy who could use that. Now, instead of Bloodborne wielding, he is just dual wielding revolvers. Like, what's up, boys?
We have 2 of them now. Alright.
Converted by a bullet.
So,
and
hi!
I'm doing that, I'm gonna convert your mom into a fleshlight.
Why'd you turn into
Oh my
Joe's
god,
mom?
yeah. Alright, okay, anyway, so, hi! Welcome back to Curse of Strahd. With the 2 idiots.
Hello, I am one of them.
I'm smarter than you are.
Oh no!
I mean... Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, I say as I'm sitting here remembering, oh yeah, right, I'm the one who has goddamn fucking...
Goddamn fucking?
I'm the one who's goddamn pissed on a towel, if you remember.
The fact that the music started at the same time is impressive. That is a dedication to your craft.
Yeah, that was intentional.
This is the funny.
This is Grommet. This is the funny.
There's no cheese and crackers in prison, Grommet.
Grommet, I have been accused of raping and murdering 16 rabbits.
Oh.
To clear my
the
name.
accusations are true. We need to get the fuck out of England.
Stop.
Okay.
Please stop.
No.
No, shut your mom. Bro. Get out of here with that goofy town ass bullshit.
Alright, give me a second to kind of read through some shit. Okay, so you gotta go deal with that, and then you gotta go deal with, yeah, okay. Alright, so you guys wake up after, you know, that beautiful dream that you had with, Strahd.
Yes.
Where Strahd essentially saw Shizuka in basically nothing.
She was wearing boots.
Yeah, because she was Yoshi.
She was Yoshi.
I am sure that Tritherion is going to be real points at that one.
He literally does not give a shit.
He does not care.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, no, chaotic good. He's like, I don't care. Lawful good, he might start being like,
He'd say, hold on, wait a minute, what the hell?
This is a problem here. So, you guys wake up, like, what's happening here?
So Belwar, being the only sane person in this group, apparently, basically just wakes up from that.
I would like to state, Peebus is sane.
This man has aligned himself with Will. That alone proves that he is not at all sane.
Look, I can't help it that this character is, like, the most similar to...
So he's just like...
You could have just not made a cowboy.
Yeah, So he's just like, well, that was certainly something. I need therapy. Thank you all.
I don't remember, what were you dressed up as?
He ended up getting dressed up as Diddy Kong.
Oh, so he was not doing too good either. He just had a shirt and a cap on. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Peebus was Wario, because of course he would be.
Oh yeah, that's good, because Wario's dang fully clothed. Wario was wearing...
It's Wario from, like, the fucking... Mario Golf, the most recent version where he has his, like, massive fucking, like, cowboy hat and everything.
Yeah.
Wario when he is a bachelor.
Wario when he beats his wife.
That's why he's a bachelor. I would be Wario's bachelorette.
Alright, so what the heck, yeah, what is, what is, Belwar doing here?
Belwar, I mean, okay, so if I remember, we are at the... something inn. All I remember is it has where it is.
Shitting in, coming.
He's basically waking up.
You guys are in the Blue Water Inn.
Blue Water Inn, there we go. And he wakes up, like, walks downstairs, just says hello to the innkeeper, sits in one of the booths, and takes a newspaper out of his jacket. The news on it is nowhere near up to date. He just has it because it, like, gives him an excuse to, like, hide his face while he just starts trying to read people's minds.
Okay. You want to try to roll for reading people's minds?
I wouldn't have to roll for it, it'd just be telepathy. Because it's more or less reading minds, but if anything, he just goes, okay, hold on. So, is one of the, is still there? Because I doubt they don't have rooms there. Or at least, I don't think at least the...
It literally has not changed because they don't give me anything about it changing.
So, he's going to, like, try to basically, like, put on a different voice, and then in the minds of, one of the brothers, he's just gonna, like, what was the name of one of the brothers? They would have told him his name.
You had Nikolai and Carl.
Carl?
Karl.
Oh, sure enough, Carl. He's just gonna, ooh, Carl.
Ooh, Carl, I'm so...
Roll for performance to see if you manage to get this voice.
This already happened, did it not? This is not...
Oh, wait, no, this is, oh, that's not the best. Okay, he's a, he's a like basic thug. I doubt he has that. How does a 21 sound?
Yeah, no, this man's a basic thug. He cannot make that roll.
He's just like, ooh. Wait, which one did I say? Nikolai?
You said
Sure.
Carl. Ooh, Carl.
But let's just see how bad this man falls for you.
Okay. Yeah, really, no. So, basically he's trying to perception to beat 20.
Oh, he really tried.
Oh, what did he get?
He rolled a 20.
Plus what?
Nothing, that's the problem.
Oh, okay. So, thankfully, because you can't crit on ability checks,
yeah.
This man is dang near certain that's not what his conscience sounds like, but is like, I guess my conscience would be.
Yeah, no, he's like very, he's like, but alright.
He's like, I don't remember my conscience sounding like this, but you know what?
He doesn't think it's his conscience, he just believes it.
This is an extra-dimensional force.
Oh yeah, you know, I am always having to deal with those.
This is my big green red asshole.
Why did they go from the two stereotypical, like, thuggish Slavs to just like, oh-de-do-de-do?
Alright, let me retry, let me retry that voice here. Yeah, I am very used to, you know, one of those voices.
Okay, so I'm gonna focus on a discipline of, oh wait, ooh, I actually need to check, do I even have it? Dang, I don't think I have. The, basically, darn, well, that's the one I'm gonna have to pick up next. Hold on, let me pull up my, list of psionics. Because I have one that allows me to talk with someone, and tell when they are lying. Not that. Inquisition. Do I have Psychic Inquisition? No, I do not. So I can only just kind of communicate with them. And it's just like, you need to tell me if you are doing anything suspect, or there will be consequences.
You feel your ass itching. You need to itch your ass.
I want to say roll persuasion.
Okay, you want to say it? Do you want me to roll it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because at this rate, you're literally just trying to persuade this man.
I'm trying to persuade this man into spilling his guts. Metaphorically, of course.
It would be funny if he cut himself open. That'd be a roll.
A 16.
He rolled a 2.
Oh, fuck.
So this man, you know, went from being, yes, I very much so do not think this is my conscience, but I still believe it, to, ooh. Yes, I will believe you. We are not really doing anything that suspect. I mean, we are trying to overthrow the throne, but we do not want anybody murdered.
I'm not fussy. I'm not crewmate.
What about your mother? Or, well, parents. What about your parents?
We hope that she will become the new Burgermeister.
Your mama is very scary.
Hey, you remember that fun thing about, Lady how do we end up pronouncing it? Like, watched her? You know, that,
I never met this fucking character.
Lady watched her? The minor thing is, she runs a cult for Strahd. The reason I was asking them is because they are fully aware. So, oh, by the way, not as in like a sort of out-of-character metagaming, Felwar just really loves telekinetically fucking with people because most people hear, this is your conscience, and go, okay, well, I better listen to it. Without questioning if it's their conscience, it knows everything they know.
They don't really add anything more. They're just like, we hope that she becomes Burgermeister.
What will she do once she is Burgermaster?
I'm going to need you to roll persuasion again because you're trying to get them to tell you something.
Alright, fair enough. No, that's completely understandable. One of these times it's not gonna work. One of these times they're just gonna be like, wait a minute. Oh, that's what I need to see. Nat 20 plus 3.
Okay, so, he looks at you, he says, well, she runs...
If anything, he's thinking this, remember.
Yeah, no, he's thinking it. He goes, well, you know she runs the cult.
Yes, the cult, of course.
I am your conscience, of course I would know.
Of course I know that, yes, the cult to the vampire.
Yes, the cult to Strahd. Who the fuck else? I'm gonna call that does not count because it's telepathy.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, because I was like, that's why he said the vampire. He's like, your conscience was just making sure you remembered who it was for. Meanwhile, Belwar is like...
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, his name cannot be, like, don't say it, don't think it levels of shit. Like the Bye Bye Man.
That movie was AIDS.
That movie was awesome.
I mean, it's definitely don't say it, but you are allowed to think it.
Meanwhile, so Belwar's playing the whole conscience thing up, like, ooh, yes, I know, of course I do. Meanwhile, behind his, like, newspaper, he is, like, sweating bullets, staring dead into the paper, like, the what?
He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Fucking what? It's like the whole, like TikTok thing about, like, the giant horse cock ranges around 13 inches or something like that, and it's just, the fuck?
In that case, do me a favor, buddy. Roll me Constitution.
Oh, that is not my greatest. Like a save or a check?
Save.
Doesn't matter, I have a +3 in either. Another 16.
Okay, I'm gonna call that you are able to keep it together enough to keep going.
I mean, he just, like... Okay, so he's learned... Okay, that's probably all he really... That's probably all he really needs from them, because he's discovered about the cult. He's, like, already gotten basically enough from them about what they're gonna do. So at this point, it's just putting 2 and 2 together and going, oh, the reason they want to overthrow the Burgermaster and put their mother in position is because she works with the vampire and is going to basically give him control over Balaki?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, he's just gonna, like, your conscience will return one day. Be prepared. And then, like, cut communication. He's just sitting
I want to say roll intimidation.
Roll intimidation? Okay. Oh, what is intimidation? That might be, like, the worst. Oh, it's charisma again. Hold on. Did I not fix that one stat? Okay, so I need to fix that.
I'm not even gonna contest this roll. I'm just gonna let you roll.
Just to see how scared he is?
Yeah.
10 plus 3, 13.
He, like, is a bit scared, but not really that scared at all.
His brother has got to be so confused, though. He basically just watched his brother, like, shit bricks for, like, a solid 5 minutes. And it's just like, what happened? My conscience talked to me. Your what? My conscience.
Talk to me. God damn.
Will is going to, like, cowboy walk down the stairs 2 steps at a time.
Slowly followed by a man.
Peepus.
Yeah, Peepus.
They're both doing the cowboy walk 2 steps at a time down the stairs.
Now, son, that is how you walk.
Oh no, Will is entirely well situated with the cowboy walk well before he met Peepus. He fully knew. He's a cowboy. He has to master the cowboy walk. So he walks down to the bar and he's gonna slap like 2 gold coins down and just be like, I would like a pitcher of water and for you to fill. And he slams like this like hefty alcohol flask on the table and fill this up. And then when he sees him like slam the water and then reach for the water again to like fill his like flask, he's like, no, with wine. I fully intend on getting shit faced within the like first hour of us leaving.
Beavis, being the Spartan responsible one, is like, I will wait.
I will wait till we are on the road to get shit struck.
If we get on the, who knows?
Yeah, that's
fair. What's Shizuka doing?
What's going on right now? I was turning on my car and so the thing.
Right now, Belwar and Will and Peebus are downstairs.
Okay, am I sleeping?
You're just upstairs, I guess, doing whatever.
I have become awake, sheets sopping wet. At this point,
nightmare for housekeeping.
Hey man, it's not my fault. It is my fault.
It is absolutely your fault. It is 100% your fault. It is almost exclusively your fault. Actually, wait, no, it is exclusively your fault. There is no one to blame here.
Don't be rude. So I'm gonna come downstairs. Most trip and fall downstairs to catch myself. And then come all the way down the stairs and say, hello, my neighbors. How are you all doing?
I am doing just fine. I slept perfectly, like a rhino.
I am also.
Grandpappy Speepus used to say.
Hey, I slept like a sexually active drow.
Nah, son.
You are one.
That's just what I am.
Beavis like Beavis just goes, now son, I like your grandpappy's name.
Well, why? It was Speepus.
This man doesn't care.
I like to imagine Peebus is like behind him, so when he puts his hand on him, Will just turns his head around like an owl, like, thank you very much, and then turns his head back.
I also slept very well. That is the end of this conversation.
That is the end of this conversation. That's all we need to know. He slept well, like a babe.
No, that's not what this man says. He just looks at you and just goes, that is the end of this conversation, and he just walks away.
Like, He just walks away without, like, basically without saying, like, goodbye. Where does he even walk away to?
He walks away to the table and, like, sits down.
That's where Will is. So he basically did a loop. He, like, walked away to the bar, didn't say anything to the bartender, turned on his heels and walked back and sat down.
He walks over to the bartender and goes, I would like some water, please.
And then walks away before he can grab the glass. He, like, turns around to put the glass down, and Peebus is just all the way over on the other end of the room, sitting down already, and the bartender's just like, what the fuck?
I did not grab my water. He goes back up and grabs his water.
He just sits down, stares at everyone individually for like a minute each, and then just goes, I did not grab my water. Gets up, back to the...
No, it's just now, son, I did not grab my water. So what is the group doing? What's happening?
I mean, okay, so Van Richten told us
Van Richten does walk in.
Ooh, he here. Belmar waves him over like, yeah, hi, yeah, come here.
Hello, my friend.
Yeah, hi, how you doing?
About as good as can be when, Strahd here.
Bitch.
You gotta remember, he's a Vistani. He's gonna be a lot less afraid of the name.
Van Richten is not Vistani. Esmeralda Diabnir is. Van Richten is nowhere near Vistani.
I mean, if he's not Vistani, he's still not really gonna be afraid of the name.
Fair, he is the man who's basically just... You know that one, like edited comic, screenshot of Moon Knight where he's just like, I know in here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my money?
Yeah, that's basically this man.
So he's just like, oh, okay, so he kind of keeps his voice down. He's like, okay, so I know you wanted us to go to Argonvossel. That's probably what we're gonna do next. All I have to say is, I just found out that
he says, I would like to state, maybe you should stay and wait until the festival happens.
Okay, well that's okay. That actually goes straight into my next point beautifully. So I found out that you know Lady Watchter?
Yes, vaguely.
She's running a cult.
Yes, I have known.
Okay, great. Thing is, I'm pretty sure since everyone's mood is pretty down in the dumps already, I feel like what's gonna end up happening is something's going to happen. Because
I have been sensing it as well. Great.
But here's the thing. I don't think it has anything to do with just the cult. I think it also has a lot to do with something else. I feel like the vampire is going to make his move on that day.
Maybe. It might be best for us to stay here until then.
Alright. I mean, we can bide our time until then. Do you know of anything that needs to be done?
I might go visit the church. I heard the priest not having a fun time.
There's no church in Velocity.
Yes, there is.
Oh, yes, there is. Oh boy, I forgot about that one. Because, there's only a few things that happen there, and none of them are good. Yeah, we can tag along, I guess.
I am not a... Van Richten will go with you, fine.
I wasn't asking him to, it was more just like, okay...
Yeah, you said tag along, so I assumed, yeah.
Well, because he said he was gonna help out, so I was like, okay, yeah. Or more, he said, I've heard the church is having trouble, so it was like, I just assumed it meant he was going, and he was more popping that up, like, you could tag along. He's like, oh no, we got it covered, we have Will. Will just, like, tips his hat, but completely incorrectly. Like, he grabs the entire...
He says, no, please, I would like to go. I do not have too much to do here.
It's like, well, I mean, you've got your own little traveling carnival to take care of. Well, traveling wagon, really. It's not much of a traveling carnival.
You know as much as I know that is not real.
There is still something in that wagon that needs attending to.
The fuck? What is in
Look in the book for Van Richten's wagon.
I wish I could just, like, control F this fucking PDF.
He has a tiger.
Oh. I never noticed this.
Because you never went to his wagon.
Oh, Fluffy will be fine.
He's just like, yeah, I don't know, those roars were sounding pretty ferocious. And I only figured out it was a tiger after I, good couple feet away, right into it, and went, "What are you?" And I heard, "Tiger, tiger, tiger, tiger." And I was like, "Dang, I guess it's a tiger."
Yes, he say his name. I train him well.
His name is Tiger.
Like the fucking...
Wow, that beast is so well trained. What's your tiger's name? Van Richten just completely stone-faced, not emoting a single bit, turns to them and goes, "Tiger, you named your tiger Tiger?" "Yep."
The tiger just goes, tiger, 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 tiger.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. I see. He's the noisiest chimp in the building. Yes!
It's like the fucking bit from Eric Andre where they go, "Yeah, we used to get this autistic kid and fill him to the fucking broom with LSD and then run around him going, nightmare, 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 nightmare." Crazy kid.
He says, "I will join you to the church, but you should probably go deal with the cult a bit more inconspicuously. You know, stealth might be helpful. Stealth might be helpful."
I'm stuff.
Haha, Jonathan, you are fucking my daughter.
Stealth.
I mean... I mean... Because I'm, like, looking at... I mean, Will's pretty... Like, assuming it's, like, just deal with the lady, depending on how powerful she is, Will might be able to just clean sweep her.
He can certainly try.
Well, again, it just entirely relies on the stat block she uses, and because, I mean, he's really the only one with high dex.
Then why not just have Will do it?
No, hold on. Belwar has good stealth, too.
Oh! Peebus! Will and Peebus can do this.
Well, because I was saying Will, Peebus, and Belwar, and that's probably enough damage to... Because, again, it basically turns into, are we trying to kill an entire, like, cult of people, or are we just trying to kill Lady Fiona?
He says, "I would suggest just killing Lady Fiona."
Alright, we can do that. Okay, okay, well, it's probably not hard to... Do you know where her house is?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna need you to take us there inconspicuously, because, we don't want the two brothers to find out.
Okay. Everybody who's going...
Which would be...
Owen, and me.
I mean, if you've got good stealth, do you want to join?
Well, I do have Teddy.
Yeah, so Teddy can join, honestly, if he wants. And then Shizuka, he's like, "Hey, you want to help with a stealth mission?" She's just like, downs an entire, like, tankard of wine and just goes, "No."
Your mom is a stealth mission.
And he's like, "Okay, she's already hammered. We're good."
Hold on, let me see if I can... Okay, so I've got... There's Lucas, that PDF. Did you send Jeremy's in chat too?
Yes, I did.
Okay, did you send it... How fucking far back would it be?
I don't know.
It shouldn't be too terribly far back.
Just send it to me, to be honest. Oh, I found it.
I say this. You say this as I, like, opened up Discord.
I mean, actually, just send it to me anyway for future reference, because it's only going to get further and further back.
I will after the session.
He's got a +7 in stealth.
Yeah, because rogue, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he might be helpful.
Normally, I would say for a stealth push you want less people, but who knows?
Well, because if you can each roll, I mean, and especially considering we're only trying to kill basically one person.
So what are the rest of these people? Who's not going?
Basically, Shizuka. Because everyone, well, Shizuka and Van Richten. Because Van Richten's going to the church. Or at least was he? Or is he?
Van Richten's gonna join you guys when you go to the church.
Okay, so I mean, basically.
Right, well, I mean, I guess I'm coming too then. I'll just stand outside. I guess I don't have to go in. I can just stand outside.
Yeah, and just kind of loiter. I mean, here's the thing. Belmar killing someone with psychic damage is probably just like a silent killer. Basically, just stall until this man can, like, psychic damage his way out of it.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you hear Will or Peebus just fire a revolver shot into the back of something's skull.
Like, I hope not, because at that point, there's no stealth left. Because a gunshot is loud. He's just out here like, now, I noticed you, Will's, I just adopted Peebus's voice. Will's out here just like, I noticed you got
I noticed that, you know.
With a lot of, like, makeup stains on. What's to do with that? This is what I do to remove my makeup. And she, like, puts it over her face, and Will's just like, a silencer.
I'd like to make this clear. I don't think Peebus would do it, because he understands the idea of stealth. Will would 100% just be like, no.
Will would basically stealth up to this person like a ghost.
And then
immediately just unload like 4 shots into the back of her head. And then when they're like, we said stealth, he's just like, yeah, I was stealthy. Up until I blew her brains out.
Alright, so the 3 of us who are going, roll stealth to see if we can get out of here without, you know.
Well, because it's a bar. It's not that weird to see people leaving.
I know. Just roll.
Alright, sure. Let's see, where is this is Belwar.
Alright, that's gonna work for good old fucking Peebus.
17 for Belwar.
Oh, Van Richten rolled a 3, but I will take that.
Belwar's got a 17. Will has a... Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. I need specifically stealth.
I got a 15 and an 11.
The
11 is Teddy. So
okay, so I'm guessing Belwar getting a 17 is stealthy enough.
Buddy, I was just checking to see if any of us rolled a 1. If somebody rolled a 1, yeah, no, then they're gonna be like,
Good, because Belwar got a 13 plus 4, and Will got a 17 plus 5. Like I said, ghosts in the night. This man basically just does the whole, like peace, and then just vanishes out of the bar. Just... It's just like, how does he do that? He isn't magical.
Alright, okay, so you guys rock up to her house. Let me take a second to figure out. It's not gonna be that one. I think this is gonna be it, yeah.
It should say, Watchter House, or, since CH is probably pronounced like a K, Wachter House. But, either way, you get the idea, that thing that looks like their name.
Yeah, I got it, Alright, so, upon walking up, you guys are greeted with a house. It seems disguised with itself.
Oh.
A slouching roof hangs heavily over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you say, the house is on continents. You hear the edifice actually groan.
Oh.
Only then do you realize to the extent of which the house hates what it has become. It's not happy. The house is looking real gaunt, real grim.
Yeah. Right.
Real, number 12.
Here's the real question here. Do we want to go under the guise of Belwar being an investigator and just say, we're going to ask you some questions and then I mind blast her as soon as I get the chance? Or do we want to go in, like, as stealthy as possible?
That's up to you guys. I mean, I have very high enough stealth, like, again.
Like, Belwar is a +4. It's basically salvageable. But, I mean, because the thing is, if I can see how much damage I can do, if I knew how much health she had, I could tell you if I could just literally open the door, be like, hi, we're here investigating a missing child as well. Well, no, basically just a missing child right now. Can we come in and ask you some questions? And then while she's sitting down, just go, and then just leave. Because at that point, it's just, oh no, she died sitting in her chair. Oh no, what could have possibly happened?
What could have possibly fried her brain?
What could have possibly made her basically bleed out her nose?
Certainly not a deep gnome.
Certainly not a deep gnome psychic.
No, those don't even exist then.
Those don't even exist. And there is no effective way to check, so it's like, he gets away scot-free. Alright, I mean, we could always, stealth. So I think, honestly, just for the sake of, like, stealthing around, let's do it.
Stealthing around.
Stealthing around.
In Minecraft?
Yeah, you can take her.
Let me...
I mean, it's not like her spellcasting's really gonna be any great.
Yeah.
How the fuck does she know cleric spells?
Good question.
That seems like that shouldn't be that.
At least if she's gonna know spells, it should be probably something entirely different and not a cleric.
I mean, that's the funny part, because you'd assume, cult, it's gonna be warlock. Nope. Because then you need to realize what kind of spellcaster she is. She is someone that has gained her powers purely through mad devotion to Strahd. Not through a pact. No, mad devotion. That's right.
Oh, so it's basically just a cleric of Strahd.
She simp crazy for Strahd. She just kind of got spells. That was it.
Alright, so we're going in all stealthy-like?
Yep, that seems to be the, idea.
Alright, Van Richten chooses not to go in, obviously.
Alright, yep. Okay,
I roll a 14.
Alright,
well, Peebus does. Peebus rolls a 14.
Belwar, it's a 14 from Belwar. And from Will with a +5, that's a minus, not a plus. +5 is a 14. So, both my characters got a 14. I don't know what to tell you.
Everybody's rolling a 14 thus far, I'd like to say.
Shizuka.
Because it was absolutely beautiful. Because okay, Belwar's got a, just got a 14. That's a 10 plus 4. So an average roll made good. But Will is a plus 5. That's better. Saw a 9 plus 5 and went, or he just feels like being only a little stealthy.
Yep.
Meanwhile, me out here for plus 7 rolled a 7. I'm out here like, well.
Well, guess we aren't stealthing here.
I mean, no, that's pretty average for stealth.
Yeah. Shizuka is not going in, and good old Teddy is rolling a 27. Okay.
What? Oh, because...
So Teddy just decided to become one with, the air, and is basically just, T-posing, floating through the halls completely unstopped.
Yeah, no, this man is just out here like, I like to imagine that, though, like, he just floats down the hall, like, T-posing, and it's just a fucking halo, he's just,
staring out of her, staring out of her room, just, enjoying the view, watch him just fly right past her, and she does not pay him any mind. She did not even see him. Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
He fucking taps her on the shoulder and she doesn't even flinch.
This man is doing the entire orange justice in front of her, and she is not reacting at all.
You just hear that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's default. That's default there.
That's default, you're right. No, orange justice is even better because each time versus
Oh no! I should have read further in. So we all walk up to the door really quiet. The front door is... who tries to open the door?
Considering Belwar was the one that suggested this, probably him.
Belwar, you try to open the door and it is not moving.
Oh.
Like, it is really not moving.
Ooh, anyone got, a paperclip?
I would imagine that my good friend has something like that.
I mean, if anything, it would be, anyone got a paperclip? A fucking what? Just
well, no. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a sliver of metal or something I can use to pick the door.
You got a little piece of ass or something.
Got a piece of metal. I mean, okay. Does it have windows?
I'd like to make this clear. It looks like even if you had something to pick the lock, it wouldn't work because the lock is not that kind of thing.
Okay, out of character. It's a fucking magic lock, ain't it?
No. Reinforced with bronze bands.
Oh. Dang, she's smart. She locks the door even when she is home.
Below it just says the door can be forced open with a successful strength check.
I mean, that would kind of break the entire point of stealth, and at that point, I should kind of just take the whole, detective approach.
It's up to you.
I mean, at this point, okay. Do we want to just abandon stealth here and just try to, talk our way through it?
I guess.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, Peebus is fine in either situation.
He's like, okay, Van Richten, you might want to...
Well, I mean, at that point, Shizuka might as well fucking join in.
Get a little out of the way. You're probably the most recognizable out of all of us.
Van Richten goes and tries to hide.
He's like, I more meant, fuck off, but that works too. Okay, fine.
He hides, but it's not really great.
This man is, lightly crouching behind, a bush, and he's just like...
it's not visible, but, if you were to point him out, it'd be like, wow, that's a shitty hiding spot.
Okay, you know what, that's good enough. Okay. Alright, everyone, get in character. Okay. He gives, 5 quick knocks on the door.
Also, Shizuka is here now because we're not sneaking. So
Yeah, she's just decided. Okay, I'll join in.
You hear a voice from inside go, "Who is it?"
Ma'am, I am. Bell.
It is a male voice. It is a male voice.
Oh, I'm sorry to.
Okay. Oh, you didn't say. Oh, okay. Sir, I am Belwar Stonecutter, renowned detective in all of Faerun. I'm gonna need to ask you a couple questions. May we come in? We need you to help in the investigation of a missing child. We feel like you might have information that could lead us to finding her.
Roll persuasion.
All right, cool. What is my? Oh, right, it's charisma. I'm sorry. I love how I made a character that is 100% charisma based, and yet his charisma is like average. Ooh, that's not great. How's 15?
Yeah, this man wrote a 4 in his contest check there.
So he's just like, well, yes.
Give me 1 second. I go talk to Master.
Oh. He hears the like the male voice and is just like, oh yes, I will just get my master. And he just like slowly turns to the others like, oh, there is other person. Oh,
cool.
Amazing.
My master has been aroused.
Okay, good for her. I mean, I'd appreciate if she stayed pretty flaccid, but or whatever you even just for like.
Fuck off. She was asleep, is what I mean.
So you woke her up, is what you mean?
Yes.
This man's just staring at his staring at the wall like this fucker, thinking he's clever.
He opens up the door and lets you in and is like, go talk. He points you in the right direction. The man opens up the door and is like, go talk. Be quick.
He's just like, yes, and who might you be?
I will state, only the detective is allowed in, the rest of you are not.
He's like, I must contest this. You must let at least one of my compatriots in.
No, I am very sorry, but no, he says as he closes and locks the door.
Bellar hears the door lock and is just like, fuck. He's just like, okay, great. May you please take me to your master.
Shizuka looks over at Will and says, over under how many minutes before he dies?
Will just kind of like looks at his wrist, which doesn't have a watch, stares at it, and then immediately reaches into his vest and pulls out an actual pocket watch, clicks it open. It clearly does not have a clock face in it and is just an empty pocket watch, and just goes 7 minutes.
Over or under 7 minutes.
Probably over.
Yeah, he's pretty good at this kind of thing. Also, I agree over 7 minutes. I will also say that if this does go for over 7 minutes, that over could also mean 5 years, 7 minutes and 1 second. It could mean it's just anything over 7. Basically.
So you never answer my question, Noah. Who answers the door?
A kind of squat man, gruff, got like a beard, kind of.
And as he's like taking Bellar to Lady Watcher, he's like, sir, might I get your name?
My name is Ivan.
Ivan. Okay. Can you give me a last name?
No.
Fair enough.
No, literally, no.
Oh, like he does not have a last name.
No, his last name is no.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. My apologies. Okay, so I'm assuming...
Where the fuck is she? Okay, he like points you upstairs and like you go into like a bedroom.
Okay.
You walk in and there are two people in here.
Okay.
There's a man lying in his bed.
Oh, okay.
And then there is a lady of sorts.
Oh, okay.
I say of sorts because looking at this picture of her, that's not human.
That's just the art style.
You walk in and, you know, you kind of get the vibe of, this is who I need to talk to.
Okay, so he led me to Lady Watchster like he should have. Good old Ivan No. Which, great addition of a character, 10 out of 10, love him.
Definitely not last minute name, oh fuck no.
Oh no, you're good. Like, I think, from what I remember, I think she has an actual, like, she has servants, she has, like, someone else who helps her, I can't remember.
Buddy, I'm flying by the seat of my pants right now.
Cool. Belwar, like, knocks on the door frame to show that he's, like, here, and he's just like, hello, miss.
Ah, you must be the detective.
Yes, ma'am, Belwar Stonecutter at your service. How may you help me would be the better question.
Hello, Belwar. Why is your family name Stonecutter?
Because I am a gnome. A deep gnome, to be specific, a Sverfneblin. And that is our last name. If I remember correctly, it tracks all the way back to my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, who managed to literally cheat a god in a competition by cutting a stone statue so marvelous that he was considered the winner. What nobody else really knew, and because he was a crafty son of a bitch, he broke the god's saw, meaning that for good 15 minutes, you know, wasn't able to compete. Really doesn't affect us now. I will state my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather did die at the age of 40.
Alright, so you said you have some questions for me.
120. Yes, ma'am. We are looking for a child by the name of Gertrude.
I have heard no such child.
You haven't heard? Are you sure? Described as about 15 years old. Brown hair. I think brown hair, brown eyes.
No, although that describes a lot of people in Barovia.
I see. Alright, and now just more on to some general questions. I just more helping with smaller investigations here and there. So we've already talked to your two sons, Nikolai and Carl.
Okay.
But you know, I just wanted to get your take on it. So first of all, what do you think of the Burgomaster?
I don't like him.
Okay.
Can you elaborate?
No, and he purposefully kind of plays up looking around and like kind of takes his pencil away. He's like, this ain't on the books, but your son's already told me you are planning on overthrowing the Burgomaster, if I am so correct. Correct?
Yes, like I said, I do not like him.
All right, and if you were to do so, your son said that they would like to see you in power. What would you benefit for being burgomaster? Why would you give yourself more power and, well, not a lot more power, but a lot more responsibility? Do you really have that great of a connection to the people of Vallaki?
Yes, you see, my family has had a long history of being nobles.
Mm-hmm.
My great-great-grandmother, Gertruda. She was the last in our lineage of nobles, but very strong lineage it was.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about all the constant festivals that the burgomaster throws on?
I feel like they are unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. And why might you think that? The burgomaster seems to believe that they help ward off the vampire. Do you believe that this is true?
I would say no, considering I have had quite the run-in with the vampire.
You have had a run-in, you say?
Yes, more than once.
More than once, even. Wow. Very few can say that they've done the same and lived to tell the tale. Why might you be able to?
Well, you see, the last time I was with him, he told me of a certain name.
Your audio's just
Oh, you see the letter.
Oh, what?
The last time I was with him, he told me of a certain name.
Uh-huh.
In that name was Belvoir Stonecutter.
Interesting.
Okay, she like lunges at you with her mace and like bangs it into the fucking wall.
And what?
She like lunges at you with her mace, like very clearly is trying to attack you. Misses entirely and just bangs it into the fucking wall.
Your audio is fucked. All I'm hearing is she tried to hit me with a mace.
She tried to hit me with a mace. Like, she clearly tried deliberately to swing at you. But she, like, bangs it into a wall.
Okay. So, in follow-up, I'm gonna use a small ability of mine. Called Distracting Haze. I can spend, well, right now, just because my psychic limit, I can spend up to 5. Which will do, that's not the pencil I was using because it doesn't have an eraser. Which will do, I believe at least, 5d10 plus 8. Psychic
that
damage.
could definitely fucking kill her.
And then, she can't see anything more than 10 feet from it until my concentration. Oh, sorry. She needs to make a intelligence saving throw. I was like, this should have a save attached. It's
7, 8.
8? That is not. That is half of what she needed. So she's gonna take the full damage. Yeah. How bad is 35 damage doing her?
She collapses on the ground.
Belvoir, like, basically counts to 5. And then
the husband doesn't even respond. The husband is out cold.
He, like, as he's, like, counting to 5 to give it pause, he, like, walks over to the husband and just, like, puts a hand on his forehead to, like, feel for a temperature.
It feels normal.
so like there's blood.
He wakes up and is like, "Why are you touching me? Who the fuck are you? What? Why is my wife? What the what?"
Oh, so you changed it. In the original one, the husband was dead. He's just like, I was trying to wake you. You need help. Your wife, she just collapsed.
Roll persuasion.
Do I get an advantage because this man just woke up?
Sure.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that one to work. How's a 21 sounding?
Fuck. He says, "Alright, go.
The advantage wouldn't have even mattered because I rolled a 16 plus 3, 19.
He says, "Alright, well, why are you here?"
Well, you see, I was just trying to, ask some questions to your wife. We were investigating, the Burgomaster. I keep wanting to call him the Baron. The Burgomaster, a missing child, and then she started clutching her chest, and she lurched out of her chair, and she fell.
Mr. Detective, might I ask why there is a gigantic hole in my wall, and why she has a mace in her hand?
I didn't give that to her. I mean, hey, your guess is as good as mine. Personally, if I had a gold coin for every time I've been attacked by a mace by a random lady, interestingly enough, I have like 5 gold coins, but that's not the point here. The point is, it doesn't happen often.
This man kind of starts, he reaching for something.
Belmore is still a little shocked by the fact that the lady just attacked him out of nowhere. He's just like, so I mean, do you have like a doctor we could call for help, or?
No, but we do have police.
Your audio cut out.
No, but we do have police.
Police. Oh, that's not really...
That's what he says is, "No, but we do have police," as he's like reaching for something.
And these police would do... What?
It's at this point that you see what he's reaching for. It is a weapon.
Oh, cool. He's evil too. At this point...
Not even, like, this man woke up and it looks like he murdered his wife.
How high, actually, did he roll on his, My gosh, you'd think... It's not uncommon for old people to have issues.
Yes, this man rolled a 20 on his second, investigation. Because I said...
20 plus what? You do realize a 20 isn't, like, definitive.
I know, but I said at that rate, this man's at least gonna notice the goddamn, hole and the fact that there's a mace in her hand.
Alright, I see we're gonna have to do this.
You could just try to run.
Well, no, actually, I was just gonna do the easy thing. Actually, that's only until the end of... well, no, because that would get the guards after me. And that's not great. Basically, I should have something that can just non-lethal him, is the best part. Psychic assault. Alright, let's see here. Why in the world did I take Aura Sight? What does that even do? Oh, I see. Oh, that makes sense. Well, it's weird that he's even alive, because I was 100% counting on him being dead in the book.
Like I said, at this rate, I'm flying by the seat of my pants.
That's an issue, though, because now I can... Okay, if I were to do the same thing I did before with the psychic damage, could I just non-lethal him and knock him out?
Yeah, even if you didn't, nobody would probably notice. Immediately.
Oh, Belwar knows what he's gonna do, and since they're evil, it doesn't matter. Um. Which discipline did use? I think it was disruption. That had all right, I'm gonna do the same thing I did to her, pay 5 PSI points, make the save and all that. What's better is the husband wasn't a cleric. I'm pretty sure this man's just using like he human.
That's a 19.
That'll succeed, but he still can't see anything 10 feet from him, and he will take like I said, he is not a telekinetic-y boy. That's actually not a. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Oh wait, yeah, because it is D10s. Okay. Okay. How? Okay, so he succeeded on the save. So he takes half damage, but he still only has a sight from out to 10 feet.
Alright, what is damage?
He takes, so it's half.
Mm-hmm. This man has a commoner stopwatch.
Oh.
Like, this man is not really much more than just an average human.
So this man was just like, it looks like it. Belwar is gonna, since no one has really come yet, because, like, he's gonna, like, quickly, so you said he had, like, a weapon?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of weapon?
It is another mace.
It is another mace? Not having any, like, not having any, like, you know, modern day like techniques. No fingerprints. Belwar is gonna like drag him over to where she is.
Okay.
Still good.
Yeah.
Use the mace to like whack it on her, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And then put it in his hand.
All right.
And then I'm going to try to stealth my way out. If that's all right with you.
You walk out the door, and one of the guards is like, "Let me escort you out."
I said stealth. I should say stealth. So it means either this man just they were all sitting around here like, wow, what did someone say? Oh, I don't know. And they haven't moved, so this man was able to basically just like whoop, out the door, and or like this man flat out just like full on pulled an Agent 47, took like a random like a random like uniform and was just like, oh, Mrs. said go out and get us some vegetables. All right, and he just like walked out like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Yeah, so you walk out, like the dude leads you out.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, very interesting. Because thing is,
how did it go? How did it go? He asks you.
The like.
The guard.
Guard. You mean like the
servant man who helps you.
Like doorman?
Yeah.
He's just like, you know, she said, you know, after she answered the question, she was like, you know, she thanked me, and the husband said to leave the two of them alone, you know. I don't know what he had planned, quite honestly. It completely befuddles me, but
he's probably about to beat her. He does often.
Oh, he does often. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. I mean, I hope, you know, nothing bad comes of it. That would be terrible.
I think I just gave you a perfect alibi by just having this man already be the man.
For like, since I need to remember that we are also recording this for like actual people, in the actual Curse of Strahd book, A, the husband is dead. B, she's just flat out like a cult leader. So the funniest thing there is the idea that she is a powerful cult leader, and yet this man still is just like bam, bam. So he hears that and is just flat out like flabbergasted. He's just like, oh yeah, it sounds horrible. Oh, I mean, I really hope nothing bad were to happen because of it. That'd be just the worst thing to hear about such a trusted member of the community.
Like, some sort of incident.
It suck if something bad would happen to her that would lead to her not being of perfect health. That'd be the worst thing to hear about. Well, I really, I'm glad to have met you, Ivan. No.
Thank you. Not many people, not many people, talk to Ivan. They just want to talk to Master. They just want to talk to Master.
For a handshake.
He takes it and says, thank you very much. You've treated Ivan very well. Very well.
There goes the audio.
He says, thank you very much. You've treated Ivan very well. Very well.
We can do there. Oh, that's fine.
Hello?
Oh, you're back. What were you saying?
He says, thank you very much. You've treated Ivan very well.
Nope, gone again. Gone again, and yeah, doesn't matter. Looks a bit oof. Not great connection. But regardless, he's just kind of like.
Hey, I beg to state, this man goes, hey, you've treated Ivan very well. Better than anybody ever has, as he walks you out.
Oh yeah, no, take care, Ivan, really, take care. And he like shakes his hand. Just like,
he shakes his hand full well knowing that Ivan's about to walk into a horror show.
Oh, full well knowing Ivan's gonna walk into what looks like Mr. Watcher, like basically having bludgeoned his wife's brains open, and he's just like, may you be well fed and healthy for all of your days. And he like walks out like tipping his cap to Ivan, just like, and as he turns around, like the door shuts behind him, he looks out to like the others, and he is like fucking like wide-eyed, just like, oh fuck.
What?
Now what happened in there, son?
Okay, so let's move a little away from the building for one.
You guys go back to the bar.
Okay, so he like sits down and like again takes that like quiet whisper. He's like, okay, so
yes,
I killed Lady Watcher. Easy enough.
Yeah.
She really didn't have much of a fight. Turns out the husband woke up. Fucker was so still on the bed I thought he was dead.
You want to know what's funny about that though?
Yeah.
Divine Eminence. As a bonus action, Ravana can extend a spell slot that causes a melee weapon attack to magically deal an extra 3d6 radiant damage on a target hit. For each spell above 2nd level, she can use more damage, a d6 per level. She has 3rd level slots.
Oh yeah, she basically has smite.
Yeah, no. If she had not rolled a 1, that would have been a lot of damage.
If she hits Belwar, he can live. He has 49 HP. She can't do more than that. But
yeah, but that would have been a lot of damage.
I was sitting here like, okay. Well, because it's like, okay.
Because if you're wondering what happened there, yeah, no, that was just Fiona rolling a 1 there and being like, alright, I'm gonna smack this into the wall.
She kind of just like, and he just used that opportunity to just drop her. And then was just like, okay, things couldn't get any worse. This man has been like, still as a corpse. As
hello there.
Happened, that would definitely wake up, yeah, like the average human. What? So he like puts a hand on his head.
I'd like to state that also didn't wake him up because he just rolled a 1 on his constitution. So I was like, this man is dead asleep. Like he is gone.
What I love is the noise of like basically someone swinging a heavy spike.
Yeah, a mace.
Into a wall, and then missing, and then the sounds of a full body clanging to the ground. brought no attention to it. But Belwar lightly putting his hand on his forehead, and this man snaps awake, like fucking Jason Voorhees, like sitting up, like completely stock still. And he was just like, whoop.
I like how he rode high on his investigation as well and was like, there's a hole in my wall. And a mace.
That's the only problem. While high investigation would reveal the hole, it would also reveal that Belwar is A, not armed, and therefore not capable of causing any wounds, and B, there is no blood on that corpse. Meaning, she didn't die of a wound. She just kind of collapsed. Which is funny that this man took the 21, meaning it is uber convincing of your wife had a heart attack, we need to get help, she could die, and went, stab? And so of course Belwar is just like, well, fuck. So what was even funnier was, I didn't know you were using the commoner snap block, because this is completely new, so it's up in the air. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go for that again, because it's somehow one of my highest damaging, like, psychic abilities. And so when I rolled higher damage than what happened to her, I was just like, well.
And then you heard, yeah, no, you basically just destroyed the mind of a commoner. This man, like, lost his mind.
Which was even better, because your average commoner has a, like, what, 3 HP?
Yeah.
Hey, here's a funny math problem. Divide 24 by 3. That man just got hit with something that was 8 times his health. He fucking died.
Oh, he met Ravana in hell, probably. Not Fiona.
Oh, he met her real fast. Which, the interesting thing is, I mean, yeah. So basically it was just like, okay.
Alright, so Rictavio Van Richten kind of looks at you and is like, well, that was an eventful morning.
He's like, certainly. I don't know what else there is anywhere else we could, like, explore.
He says, follow me. We're going to go visit to one of my favorite people in town.
I mean, you said we could go to the church, so we can definitely go there.
Church is on the way. Don't worry.
Okay.
You walk up to this, shop.
Okay. Shop up. Oh.
I'm gonna say, you never sent me a picture of this man! You never sent me a picture of this man! Oh my god! That's what you look like! Alright. So you look up at the sign, and the sign says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky." It also just says Blinsky Toys. Yeah, no, it just says, you look up at the sign, and the sign just says...
He looks like the fattest, jolliest man is the best part.
You look up at the sign just says, "Is no fun, is no Blinsky."
Belwar looks at the doll he took from Mad Mary as, like, evidence that he didn't really think he used, looks at the tag, looks up at the sign, looks down at the tag, looks up at the sign, and is just like, oh, he might know something, because that's what an investigator does. So he just, like creaks open the door and just, like, walks in with, you know, everyone following behind him. Will, of course, doing...
You walk in, and some of the toys are very weird.
How so?
There is a headless doll that comes with a sack of attachable heads, including one with eyes and mouth stitched shut. There's a set of miniature gallows complete with a trapdoor and a weighted hanged man. There's a set of wooden nesting dolls. The smaller one each gets the older it gets, until the innermost doll is a mummified corpse. A wooden string mobile A wooden string mobile of hanging bats with flapping wings. A wind-up musical merry-go-round with figures of snarling wolves and chasing children in place of prancing horses. There's a ventriloquist dummy that looks surprisingly like Strahd von Sarevich. There's a doll that looks... Hey, let me finish. Would you let me finish? Would you let me finish? A doll that looks from...
Possibly have to say that would be any more important than Strahd von Sarevich.
Turning it around because the face is...
Let me talk!
Yeah.
I want that doll in my room right fucking now.
Alright, the last thing... Well, not the last thing. There is a doll that looks from... There's dolls that look remarkably like Irina Koliana. There's also a doll that looks surprisingly like Shizuka. Actually, no, wait, no, it's... Wait, no, it's not a doll. It's just a full-on, like, dildo.
Yeah, guys, don't worry. I have merch. Don't worry.
Like, it's just a dildo that's just got, like, this man's face at the tip.
Guys, don't worry. That's my merchandise, perfect for birthdays. Don't worry.
How did you get a brand deal? But all I got was an ad from Raid Shadow Legends.
Would you let me finish? There is...
I'm goddamn Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
There is a board game called Raid Shadow Legends that's got a picture of Belwar on it.
Oh, fuck, they have it. Oh, come on, they used that photo. Come on, dude, I look so bad in that one. How could they use that?
You know, I was gonna make it something detective themed, but then you just said Raid Shadow Legends.
Just like... no, the detective-based board game was in the works until Belwar decided to take this case and basically up and vanished. So now there's just a bunch of really...
I like to imagine it's like some fucked up version of Clue.
Oh, it is. It's basically just fantasy-themed Clue.
There's a toy revolver that looks very similar to Shizuka's. Not to Peepus's.
Peepus's, ooh.
There is a doll that is kind of playing a harmonica.
That could also be me.
It looks more like Will.
Will picks up the doll, looks at it, and just goes, I'm either going to buy this doll or stick my dick in it.
Will, can I...
There is also just like a cowboy hat that just has like a face of Will like as a badge.
As a bat, he's just like he has only 6 gold left, so he is looking between the items like, oh.
Will.
You can afford both of them.
Will, do you mind if I steal that design for my merch line?
The doll?
The doll with the harmonica, yes.
Only if you pay me royalties. If you do not, I will hunt down where your office is and take a massive steaming shit on your desk.
I don't know what the fuck to do for, Teddy.
Teddy's, it would just be like,
Super Mario.
It would probably, if anything, Will would have the harmonica doll and Teddy's would be like the hat, just because Teddy Roosevelt has the fucking, like, wide-brimmed hat. Well, which one am I? Oh, fucking, hold on.
Alright, fine.
I mean, either that or it's just a suit jacket with note cards in it, because that is genuinely something that happened to the old Teddy Roosevelt. Some dude tried to... Okay, so, for those who don't know, why I say a suit jacket with note cards in it, basically, Roosevelt was giving a speech. A man tried to assassinate him by fucking shooting him, and because he shot him right in his jacket pocket, his front jacket pocket right over his chest, and it had, I believe, a packet of cigarettes, and his notes for the speech, it stopped the bullet. Now, any logical person would go, oh no, the president was almost assassinated, because America has a really rough history with those. And, get him. No. Theodore Roosevelt does the only logical thing in his mind here and just starts berating the assassin. Like, just saying, like, look at this idiot, look at this fool, look at this absolute failure, couldn't even shoot and kill me right. Because why not?
I believe it was actually his glasses case that stopped the bullet.
There were the notes for his speech, but I did say a packet of cigs, didn't I? I don't think he smoked.
Yeah, no, it was. I believe it was his glasses case. The notes were also in there, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, so Van Richten kind of says, looking at this, he's like, this is weird. There is a man, kind of very short, very squat, with a monkey. Kind of sitting on his shoulder in like purple robes. He walks in. He says, "Hello, it is I, Geroblinsky. Please come in. You'll find something you like."
Will is like tugging on Belwar. Mind you, Will is about like 6 foot. Belwar is about 4 foot, maybe 4 foot, about 3. So
Will is short as fuck.
Belwar is short because he is
Belwar is short as. Oh yeah, right, gnome.
He is a gnome, so he is like okay, no. So I will say this: I believe Belwar is basically tall for a gnome, and that is just because gnomes are around the height of actual fucking toddlers. They are only 3 feet tall.
So he's like Andre the Giant of gnomes.
Basically. 3 to 4 feet, just because they are small. Halflings are smaller. Halflings are genuinely like the 3-foot mark. They are children.
Alright, so...
Like, so Will is like tugging down, basically, pointing to the hat and the, what did you say, it was the harmonica doll? Like,
yeah.
He's like, yes, you can buy it if you have the money. I'm not going to buy my own board game because I'm not that vain. Though I do wish they would use a different picture.
Oh, you know, like the picture?
Well, okay, no, so the thing is, we, you recognize me from the box. We had a specific deal with which picture we would use for the box because I felt that one looked a lot better than the others, and I guess they just picked a different one.
Oh, I see. Well, hello, my name is Geroblinsky. Who might you be?
My name is Belwar Stonecutter, legendary detective in all of Faerun, and he again puffs his jacket out to try and add to the whole presentation.
He hand out to shake.
Belwar walks up and shakes his hand. Just yep. I'm here on as he is trying to say what he usually says, where he's like, I'm out investigating a missing child. He of course adds we have this doll with your a tag from your shop on it. Do you remember a girl? Will is full on sprinting up to the counter, holding the hat and the harmonica doll, sets him down and is just bouncing excitedly, looking at him like, how much?
Oh, you found something you like.
And he realizes he's getting interrupted. And you see him just kind of look down, I have said that entire spiel 8 times, and it has gone off successfully a total of once. And that one time, the lady tried to immediately kill me. We'll just yeah. How much?
You give him the rest of your gold, and he's like, here you go.
It's a total of 6 gold? Dang, the man makes a gold a year. Fuck me. That's a expensive ass. Alright.
Okay, and then...
Hey, I guess this version of Blinsky is more successful than the other one.
Everything is actually 9 gold pieces from what I'm looking at it.
No, it's silver. Because Blinsky makes a total of 1 gold.
Some of it's silver, some of it's copper.
Yeah, none of it is gold.
Fine, you give him 1 gold.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, considering that is literally his yearly earnings.
He's like, thank you very much.
You said the rest of your gold, and I'm like, there is no way. The average commoner's yearly earnings are 1 gold, and this man is selling toys for 1 fucking gold. Like, yeah, I can tell why your business model isn't very successful. It's because they're asking how much a doll that looks like it's got like a knife in its heart and like the X's in the eyes, and they're like, ooh, this is gross, but like, how much is it? And he basically just says your entire yearly earning.
And then
like,
some.
And then some. Like, basically, think like finding some Raggedy Ann doll, you know, minus the one that's possessed. And asking, like, they don't look very well made. Asking someone how much is this? And they look at it, look up at you, and go like, what is the average earnings of like an American?
Is it like this is $54,000?
Yeah, this is $54,000. You say that's bullshit.
You'd say fuck off.
Oh wait, no, it's even worse because it was 6 gold. Or like if it was 6 gold for the two of them, that'd mean it'd be 3 gold. So it'd be 3 times that.
I'm gonna state, Peebus comes up and is like, has the gun and the ventriloquist puppet and is like, I will take both of these.
I will take both of these. I'm going to fall asleep by repeatedly punching this ventriloquist doll.
And of course, Shizuka's in line behind him.
He probably. Please tell me he buys his own dildo.
Yeah, she's buying it.
Well, of course.
Who wouldn't?
Where do you think I was gonna buy a fucking card game?
Who wouldn't? Literally.
You walk up and like you have the dildo, you like slam it on the desk. This man's like.
Slam it on the desk and it sticks. And I say, whatever this is, I will pay you 1.5 of it because I'm gonna stick it up my pussy and then I'm gonna fucking buy a factory and duplicate this shit and make millions.
He says, hey.
Times what it's worth is still like paid for by 1 gold.
1 gold.
Because even if you. Yeah, because you need to realize. These guys don't make a lot in a year. Like I
said, all of these prices are in copper and silver.
You are paying 1 gold. You are basically paying like the price with like 700% tip, if it were possible.
All right, here you go. I'm gonna go
show thank you very much. You are very, very nice. Thank you.
Belwar just like kind of looks down. He's just like. She gets the dildo. The one person that would be most likely to take it 100% literally when you tell them to go fuck themselves.
And now I have the tools to do it.
Yeah.
You just hear Tricterion in the background just like, yeah, buddy, yeah.
Stick it to those assholes, literally.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. Just, stick it to him. Fuck yeah.
Belwar's just gonna continue with like the.
I really hope that voice effect worked.
Do you happen to know anything about this kid? Gertruda went missing.
I vaguely remember hearing about a child named Gertruda. I think I made her a doll.
Yes, I have it right here actually.
Oh no, what has happened to this doll? He kind of brings it over to his workbench and he kind of fixes it up a bit.
He's just like, I mean, nothing. It's been in my bag for at least a week at this point. No, less than that. Because we haven't.
I'm gonna assume that it probably got a little dirty when she dropped it when she got fucking abducted or whatever the hell happened to her.
She left. So more than anything, it's just. Yeah, this is Barovia. I wouldn't be surprised if every house is covered in so much dust and mold and crap that you basically become sick upon entering every house.
So you gotta fix it up. He goes, I know nothing of the child. I haven't seen the family in years. I really don't go far from Baraki.
Ah, I see.
Is there anything else that you would like to, ask, or maybe, you want to buy something, I see your face on board game.
I'm not that kind of person. I don't buy my own product.
I'll buy it.
All right. I mean, you could basically take it, and you wouldn't even have to really pay him the same gold because
he says, "Take it, please, take it, take it, take it."
He's just like, yeah. I mean, honestly, we might as well use you as a focus group. I'll have to get what you think of it later.
Sure, fuck it. Raid Shadow Legends ad. I'll put the ad on my fucking dildo.
Please don't. We have image shuffled. This game is supposed to be played by children as well. I'm sorry.
Just like somebody shoving something up her like ass, and it's just fucking range. Yeah.
I hope you realize your audio was cutting out so much it genuinely sounded like a beeper. Just. And I'm just like, what is my phone beeping at me? Did I do something wrong? Is it screaming at me? And then your audio cut back in, and I'm like, oh no, it was just Noah. Okay, we're good.
I'm just imagining somebody like shoving like a dildo up their ass, and all it's from the thing is just Raid Shadow Legends.
Like the most buff dude possible, just screaming, Raid Shadow Legend. And
you know, most people are like, I want you to moan in my ear when I'm having sex. No, I want you to like fucking scream.
Raid Shadow Legends.
I want you to scream the entire ad read to me.
Like, usually it's like the characters in like roleplay, so like every line, they are doing the full ad read, like every line in your ear. And those ads can get up to be like 1 minute and 30 seconds long.
Raid Shadow Legends, a tactical RPG.
Oh, you mean like the full ad read? Oh, those are great. No, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said,
the actual like ads.
No.
Ads where it's like the characters. No, it's even better. It is the full like Raid Shadow Legends is a tactical RPG battle simulator. And if you use my code, get pussy.
I will see you in the battlefield.
Yeah, I'll see you in the battlefield. In the PvP arena.
The battlefield being my asshole.
Yeah, Shizuka gets her own, like, after all said and done, the campaign, and Belwar is just looking at it in his office, like, how the fuck did she get that? This is a board game for kids. How did that get the guys on the phone? We're talking about this. I'm killing a man.
You know, as I always say, my tagline for this has always been, "Don't forget to merge perfect for birthdays." As they also say in FNAF VR. That's where I stole this from, but FNAF VR doesn't exist in this universe, so don't worry about it. It's like, what the fuck is FNAF VR? What does that stand for? What?
Oh no, Will is, if anything, the person who would probably most have just like most modern like adverts. Just being the one that is literally asked a hag if her pies have any GMOs, you know, genetically modified organisms, which
you forgot to harass the cult and be like, do you have a workers' union?
Yeah. No, oh yeah, who did I ask that to?
You didn't ask that to anybody. You were gonna ask it to the cult members.
Oh, right. Well, don't have to worry about that now.
Yeah, if they had a workers' union, it just got really upheaved.
It just got really upheaved when they go, what do we do now that the boss is fucking dead?
Alright, well, congratulations, power vacuum.
Power vacuum.
Will would go like, don't talk about that game. Freddy Fazbear's too scary. He'd be like, what? What is Freddy Fazbear? Who is this?
And then you just.
Alright, is there anything else that you want to ask Boinski?
Not really. I mean, he can't give us much. We already figured out the cult thing. I kind of am just waiting for the festival because things happen.
Alright, okay, so you guys go to the church now.
Okay, cool.
Unless, if you really don't want to go through the church, we can...
the church does glean useful information, at least in, like, stuff that's there. or at least from what I remember. Hold on, I might have to like exit the call briefly because I'm about to disconnect off my headphones, and usually that causes Discord to have a stroke.
Your Discord goes.
That's fine. Give me a minute. I'm gonna figure out where the fuck the
Oh wait, no, okay. It actually worked fine this time. Usually when I do it, it just starts flashing on and off, and it's like, well, that's not good.
Alright, so you walk up, there's a church, and it kind of has a sign outside the front that says St. Andrew's Church.
I wonder who St. Andrew is.
That's my dad.
It looks very old, like centuries old, made of stone. The steeple is bulging, it looks like the walls are really cracked, it looks like it's about to fall.
I hope not.
You walk in and there's a man standing there. What do you do?
Hello, sir.
Ah, hello. Who may you be?
I am legendary Detective Belwar Stonecutter, known all across Faerun.
I was gonna say I am Saint Andral, and I'm like, no.
No, that man is definitely long dead.
I am Father Lucien Pervik.
Very interesting.
Petrovic.
Yes.
I am the priest who oversees this church.
What?
I am the priest who oversees this church.
Okay, your accent was way too thick, so with the audio it just sounded like gibberish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
He's just like, all right, yeah. We were just wondering, we'd check in, see if there's anything we can do for you.
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. One of our relics was recently stolen.
Do you have any idea where that relic might have gone? I mean, stupid question, I know, but, like, do you have any idea, like, anyone that might,
I don't know, but I might go check, our groundskeeper. Molovaj. Milvaj. Looks like it, yeah.
I think that's one of the names that it's just flat out looks like gibberish.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at this. Why is there a J at the end of this man's name?
Aj. Makes that noise.
Aj. You can go question him right now. He's right there outside, digging grave.
Perfect. Mind telling me what the relic is? Just
It is a bone.
A bone.
Yes, a literal bone.
Like what kind of bone? Like what part of the body?
Many bones.
Oh, like a literal whole skeleton.
Yeah, from what I could tell, it's not specifying a part.
Okay, yep, so it's 100% just the bones of... Okay, that makes this worse. Okay, yeah, we'll go question the.
You see why I might suspect him,
Yeah, groundskeeper, interacts with a lot of dead bodies. Yeah, we got this.
I wonder how well the grounds are kept. That was what's his name? Fucking fella. We call him Tedrick.
No, I'm gonna walk up to the groundskeeper. What did he say? What's his
Milvaj.
Milvaj?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Milvaj. We have a
couple.
We have a couple questions to ask you. Regarding the disappearance of the bones of. Who was it of?
Saint Andral.
Oh, of course. It was the bones of the person that church is named after. That's actually kind of obvious. Okay, I shouldn't know. We have to ask you some questions regarding, the disappearance of the bones of Saint Andral. Might I ask you a question?
Yes.
All right, great. I'm gonna spend 3, I think. 3 PSI points to use forceful query.
Okay. Oh, you actually have stats for this man.
So basically, roll wisdom. I believe it's wisdom or it's intelligence. Hold on.
Either one he has pluses in. I thought he was about to be using a commoner block, but no.
Hold on. Let me find the actual, psychic.
Either way, he rolled a 2.
Okay, so he 100%.
Yeah, no, your things like, hey, he tell truth.
Oh no, what it is it's not like a lie detector thing. It is quite literally he just answers the question, like the yes or no question, like truthfully. So what he does is he looks at him and he goes Malvaj?
Mm-hmm.
Did you take the bones of Saint Andrew? He has to answer it truthfully, keep in mind.
Yes.
Alright, thank you for coming.
I was about to say no, because technically he didn't take them, he just dug them up.
He did take them, he dug them up. Meaning he took them from their rightful place, and then, other stuff happened to them. And he's like, great, that makes my job a lot easier for you, telling the truth.
He says, I'm a good person, I'm sorry.
That's very nice.
They're
where?
They're in the coffin maker's shop.
The coffin maker's shop. Okay, can you tell me where?
They are in the uppermost area, I'm pretty sure. Give me a second to read.
Or sorry, it was exact inquiry, not forceful query. Forceful query was something else.
He does not know where the bones specifically are. Just that they are at the coffin makers.
Okay. Oh, so he just knows they're in the coffin maker. That's good enough. He's like, all right, thank you very much. You've helped us a lot. He's gonna
run over to the coffin maker shop.
Yeah, he is basically doing a like Karen mom power jog over to the
Something that might be helpful is I'm pretty sure if I'm just gonna tell you this. The bones are sacred.
Yeah.
There are definitely ways that you have to detect them.
Now while paladin stuff is
exactly.
If I remember correctly, the exact phrasing of the ability is just it tells you like if they are nearby, not actually like where or maybe I'm thinking, no, hold on, I'm thinking of the one that detects fiends, fae, undead, and celestials, which is hilarious because it is basically worthless. Like, yeah, you know if there's a devil nearby. Do you know where that devil is? Nope. Could be right behind you, could be like far ahead of you. You don't know.
Oh, so what happens if you have that ability and you're like a tiefling?
Basically it just goes
It's like a compass, so it's just like
Yeah, basically it's just like whoop.
Alright, so you guys walk in. Does Shizuka kind of use her, abilities, her paladin sense?
Sure.
Alright, okay.
Bones, where are you?
Hello, Bones? You're a holy object. Come to me,
please. The bones like almost magnetically just go flying out of like the window, just like, wow, that was, oh.
You know what? Roll religion for me, my guy.
Roll what?
Roll religion for me at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, how good's her in?
Yeah, no, because you were in Barovia and you're asking for a pretty major...
Barovia wouldn't cause disadvantage. Well, for something like this, depending on what ends up happening, well, that also depends on Shizuka's intelligence, because Belwar has a +6 in religion. Wait, could Belwar do it?
Does Belwar believe in a god?
Yes.
What god?
Mistra. Well, because that was the closest I could find to psionics magic, so I was like, you know what? Close enough. Will does too, but Will also has like a +1 in intelligence.
I'm gonna call that Shizuka's the only one who's like attuned enough to, you know.
The thing is, I have a -1 in religion because my fucking intelligence is a -3.
Yeah.
Which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it, because I'm a fucking acolyte.
It should be flat now because your proficiency bonus would have gone up to 3.
Yeah. So no, yeah, it's a flat roll.
Better. That means you're basically flat rolling with disadvantage.
Sounds good. All right, let's do it. How about an 18?
The bones.
Wait, was that with disadvantage? Rolling twice, taking the lower number?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was. The other one was a 20.
Oh, okay. So yeah, 18.
Alright, so the bones fly out of the window and, like, land in front of you.
Ooh, bones.
Tritherion says that one's... You just hear Tritherion up above. Can you hear these voice effects, by the way, or, like, no?
Yes, we can.
Tritherion just goes, that one's on me, my guy, you know, that one's all on me.
Basically, since Belwar can't hear this, he's like going to knock at the coffin maker's shop, like, alright, time to,
He didn't notice the bones flying out.
Arm put on the, and then shears. And then, like, the sound of something falling, and he just, like, turns around and sees Shizuka, like, holding the bones, like, all in her arms, and just go, bones.
Somehow, amazingly, the bones have not shattered.
He's like, he like looks over at Shizuka, looks down at the bones, and Shizuka's just like, bones.
I'd like to make this clear. If you had not like rolled high like you did, like that was a 20 there, the bones probably would have like at the very least been damaged. If you had rolled a 1, I might have called that they've been like
just basically destroyed.
Really, really broken. The father's gonna be real pissed.
Not really, they're remains. They would have been, like, destroyed either way. Either that, or they just don't even manage to make it through the window, and all they hear is just a poof from upstairs, and they're like, huh.
Well, we know where they are.
Well, we know where they are. We're about to, like, kick open the dude's door, like, take us to the bones. I don't have the bones. This man's about to be rolling deception with disadvantage.
Alright, so you bring the bones back. I'm also a good estate. Oh, and you understand why I was like, I don't want to bother having you go in there.
Yeah, but at the same time, you kind of have to deal with them eventually, unless you want to do the, what I did, where the boy basically comes by and is just like, okay, boys, come with me.
That might end up happening.
It's probably what you end up having to do, because we are not near strong enough to fight that many of them.
Why do you think I was like, no? We're gonna call it that your god's gonna help you here somehow.
Yeah, really, he's gonna come through and be like, oh,
I really tried to make it not happen, because the thing is, like, you understand.
We are nowhere near stealthy enough to, like, well, no, we are actually probably stealthy enough. We could have gone up there and grabbed them, not waking them up. The sounds of something shattering glass.
You guys leave pretty quickly so they don't notice you.
They just wake up, see a broken window, and go, that's not our problem.
No, they, like, walk out the window and they're like, the bones are gone.
They're just like, wow, broken window, weird. Look over, see, like, the coffin they were being kept in, just, like, there's a giant hole in the coffin lid, like...
There's a giant hole in, like, the mark of Tritherion.
Yeah, there's like, fuck. Yeah, boss ain't gonna be happy about that one. Other one wakes up just, boss ain't gonna be happy about what?
So, you guys bring the bones back to him. You guys all go back to the bar and go to bed.
Oh boy, bed. So I get my points back. Because I get them back on a short or long rest. So
and...
sit here.
You have another dream.
Oh, who does?
Well, everybody does, but we're gonna talk about your dream.
Oh boy, wait, which me? Will or Belwar? Because one is significantly worse than the other.
Belwar.
Belwar, good old office is usually...
Belwar wakes up.
Hold on, I need to think. He'd have a souvenir of, like, or at least a mental one from Watchtower House at least. So he has, like, just this little figurine of, like, the house. Or no, not even figurine. It's a little snow globe, like, of the house.
And there's like one of the board games in there.
Yeah, and then the board game, like, behind him on a shelf. And he's typing away on a typewriter, just like...
He's typing away in a typewriter. All that you hear in the background while you're doing this...
Screaming.
Is just,
The idea that it was, like, heavily auto-tuned was even better, because so basically it sounds like Daft Punk falling down the stairs. It's like, he's just sitting in his office like, the fuck? Okay. I'll give you that. The auto-tune is new.
Wait, I'm imagining Peter Griffin falling down the stairs, but as, like, instead of, like, the actual audio, it's just that audio that Noah just made.
Yeah. and he's just like, yeah. If you're gonna keep screaming, at least take one of the board games. You can talk to my intern.
The forces of darkness come in and, like, throw the board game down on the table and are like, hey, you're playing this board game with us.
Ooh.
The forces of darkness walk in, like the dude who you, like, chop the tentacle off of, walks in, and it's like, you are playing the game with us.
Alright.
Why? I fucking gave you your gay-ass tentacle back. What do you want?
Oh no, if anything, he's like, that's not how focus groups work. You gotta play it with your friends. Oh, well, that's impossible.
Which is essentially, I am one of your friends, you asshole.
How?
Fun fact, Belwar is still only about 4 feet to, 3'6". He basically has a ton of books, like, stacked up on, like, a chair, and he's just sitting there with, like, his feet dangling, just like, okay, so you said, okay, you want me to play a game with you? Okay, so he hops down from his, like, basically he does a big steppy off of his, like, chair, and walks over to this, like, table you can clearly see is normally used for, like, blackjack.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, poker. And, like, sets down the board game, like, okay, fuck, okay, hold on. Okay, here's the board. You set up the board. Okay,
I have to imagine Smith must be like, oh, one of the rules is, no abyssal demons.
He's just like, no, they aren't racist. Well, yeah, they aren't racist. I had to genuinely think about it, because one thing to remember about D&D is a constant rule is
racism is awesome.
Point to anything in the monster manual and the dungeon master's guide. It is probably either A, has slaves, or B, is racist, or C, both. I had to think for a second when Svirfneblins, interestingly enough, are basically neither. Because gnomes as a whole are like halflings. They just fucking love to party and do not care who it is with. So if anything is like, all right, great. Okay, here's the board. You set up the board. Okay. Here are the character. You pick which character you want. I'll read the rules here. Okay. Here's the cards for like everything. Okay, hold on. Where's the hold on. He like hits his little like buzzer for his intern. He's like, hey, Murray, can you bring us in some whiskey? And you share by the way, sir. And then he's just like, yeah. One great thing about having a detective agency where literally everyone is psychic, I can get my work done while I'm not here, you know? Now, for people who are actually here and just see a typewriter with nothing at it typing away, hey, come on, we need to use our inside voices here. Come on, we're there you go. See, that's a much more appropriate tone. Okay, so here's the okay, so first you draw a card from that deck right there. No, not that deck, the one right next to it. That one right there, yeah. Okay, how high of a number did you get? Okay, 7. Yeah. Okay. So okay. What?
You were saying 7.
Okay, 7. Yeah, so 7. Okay. Okay, and then I draw a card. Okay, I got an 8, so I'm going first. So then you put the piece right here. Yeah, right there. Yeah. So let's see. So since I drew the higher card, I'd go first. So I rolled it. Okay, so yeah, you need to keep track of these points. If you lose these points, you lose. You know? It makes simple sense. Yeah, you get it already. Okay, so you start with 6. So I'm going to I'm gonna roll the dice, and then okay, so I'll move to this spot. Okay, so this spot. So I draw one of these cards, which does a thing. And since I hit this square specifically, I get to use the ability associated with my character. So I'm gonna draw. Okay, so this card says deal 3 damage. Okay, so you take away 3 of your health points. You have 3 left. Yeah. Put them right in that pile over there. Okay, and then I'm gonna use my ability, which says I get to use the ability of a discarded card. And since I discarded this card that says deal 3 damage, I deal 3 damage to you again, meaning you would lose. I know it seems really unfair, but this is still technically.
He says this as he like flips the table.
You still have the voice changer on. Pop it off. He's like, hey, now that's no way to treat. I know.
I'm aware that I had the voice changer on because I was in character as the thing.
Oh no, it was still funny because like it made understanding your actual voice just a nightmare. But no, he's just like, I know, it sucks, but it's still in the beta test and say that's so here. He snaps his fingers and the table basically resets itself. And he like takes the box up and he's like, tell you take this with your friend. Okay, there's got to be like hundreds of you. So you take this back to your friends, and I want you guys to read through it as yeah. So here are the instructions. Make sure you remember these. If you ever need to, yeah. So then you go and you play it with your friends, and then I want you to write like a report, like a paper, and I want you to bring it back to me and tell me what you think of the game. I can bring it to the other board members, and they can work on the game and perfect it.
He walked.
Don't worry, you will get paid pretty well for being a tester. You just gotta call here. Hold on, I'll give you his number. Okay, so you call this number. You can call a phone number, right? You can. Okay, don't worry. I'm sure you'll find some way. Okay, so you get in contact with him right here.
I'd like to state that was a yes.
Oh, that was a yes. You do know how to use phone. Okay, great. So you'll call this number. Mention that you were a beta tester for our Shade Ratodegins.
It is literally just called Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no, I was saying that to be free of like copyright. Right, Shade Ratodegins. Yeah, so if you call this number right here,
just Shade Rhododendrons.
Yeah, basically it's Raid Shadow Legends if said by a drunken Irishman at 1 in the morning. Right. I don't remember that part of it. Raid Shadow Legends. He's like, yeah, so if you call this number and then you bring up that you were a beta tester on our game, he will actually pay you money. I don't know how useful that is for you, but I'm sure you can find something to do with it. At this point, what did I say his name was? The intern. I don't remember. Oh,
I don't remember, but anyways, this man like walks.
He's like, you missed the whisk. That's just... He snaps his fingers and it appears. It was never coming. He just did that for, like, added effect. And just, like, takes a sip and he's like, fucker. Fucker, flip my poker tape. Do you know how hard... You dented the floors! Those were imported mahogany. Do you know how hard it is to get your hands on imported mahogany? It is a pain. Come on, man.
I'd like to state, I just imagine just somebody's gonna get a call now, and it's just, hello, welcome to the beta testing hotline.
Yeah. This is Games & Co. How may I help you? Okay, you called the wrong line. What you're looking for is if you press 7, it will actually connect you to our Abyssal division, and they can take your call there. And you're like, yeah, okay. Then you just get the Abyssal division. It's this, like, Cthulhu-looking monster, picks up the tentacle. And you see him, like, type on a computer, open, like, Chase Bank, and then just, like, send some money through. And it's just, like... It's not a lot. It's, like...
Then he's gonna get the... Benoit's about to get that report, and it's about to be a whole bunch of, like, screeching...
Howard gets the report, and it looks like a drunk man has scribbled over a piece of paper. Like, you told a drunk man to write a sentence 5 times in Arabic, except he does not know a lick of Arabic. So he's just scribbling and making it look Arabic. So he gets it, and he's just like...
The only discernible word is just fucker.
And he's just like... Yeah, that's fair. Jimmy. Yeah, with our Abyssal division. I need them to translate this for me. I can't read it. How am I supposed to bring this...
Dude looks at it, they look at it, and it's like, no, this is just them trying to write English. You can tell because the word fucker.
Oh no, they tried their best to write it in English. What do you mean? Yeah, it literally looks like Cthulhu, but in a suit and, like, human size. He's like, yeah, looks like they literally tried to write a report out to you in English. You can tell if you see this word right there, yeah, the one that says fucker. Yeah, that's... They literally managed to... I mean, like, this isn't even, like...
This is not even, like... This isn't legible, and then just perfectly written, it's just fucker.
Perfectly written. Clear as day.
In Times New Roman.
Not Times New Roman, no, because that would insinuate they typed it up. It means there's no excuse for the type. No, they wrote it out. In perfect, clean cursive, in the middle is just fucker. And he's like, yeah, that's fair. Okay, yeah, you know, I'll bring this to the board member. I'm just gonna say they liked it, and they like 5 more copies. What are they gonna do? Sue me? They don't have a lawyer.
They have the best kind of lawyer. Your Honor, this man is lying.
Your Honor, I move to adjourn the court in favor of me because we cannot understand the defense. See?
What does the defense have to say for this man? He's like up here like presenting a slideshow.
Yeah, it's a slideshow, but all it looks like is just like a bunch of like blood and magic glyphs and everyone.
That is just a bunch of like stock images.
It's a bunch of stock images, but you cannot tell what they are. They are random. Like, it is just like two dudes shaking hands, man screaming at banana, man wearing scuba suit in like clearly fancy restaurant, woman putting.
All right. Okay, so Shizuka,
Yes.
what is your dream like?
Well, it doesn't really vary much night to night.
So it's still just a massive orgy.
Yeah.
You hear a man. You hear a man go. Hello. Hello. It is I, Stradh von Serevich, here to talk.
Well, what do you? Fuck. What do you want to join? What the fuck?
What I'd like to imagine is the temple is nowhere near big enough for there to be an echo. Strahd's added that personally.
Yeah.
Oh, of course I have. Of course I have. 100%.
Just okay. I just want to break character for a second. That fucking thing for some reason just reminds me of all these different characters, but having like this Smash Bros voice introduce them, like Bella Stonecutter, Will Matter, Strahd von Serevich,
Stradh von Serevich.
Penis.
Okay, I want a like D&D themed fighting game that is just Smash Bros. Because the idea of Strahd hitting a dash dance and then spiking you to Blast Zone is hilarious to me.
Stradh von Serevich. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just like this man's only like move that really matters is he has like a dash like Dracula does where he turns into bats, and then like a fireball that you can use to like distance people from the ledge.
So I
play like Ness, but more AIDS.
He looks at you and goes, so I see that you took some bones.
I have indeed picked up some bones. I love bones.
I want someone to.
We could tell because you know. We could tell because you know there was a mark on the coffin.
A mark on the coffin? Like Wahlberg? Wahlberg, Davis, what kind of mark are we talking about? Like
The mark of Triterion.
Oh, you're right. That kind of mark. Yeah, there was.
I would just like to know how you managed to magically get the bones through your god when you're in Barovia.
Because I'm fucking insane, dude.
I'm just built different.
That's not how this works. To what you just hear, Triterion. Oh, motherfucker, that's how this works.
We are in my court now.
Tristerion's like, yeah, shut up.
Yeah, hello, what? Who is this? It's me, Triterion, bitch.
Yeah, shut up, bitch.
What?
I'm talking.
Why do you think I have the echo for Triterion?
You sound like a low-energy beta male, and I don't think I like that.
What do you... No, I am not beta. I have many wives. I have many wives.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you have. You've had what? Like one wife? 2 wives max, dude. Dude,
Out of character. Out of character. This man has had like 4.
I don't care.
Well, like 4 wives and a husband.
You're burning more bitches in a day.
Yeah, 4 wives and a husband. Like 4 wives and a husband.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Big man over here on campus, apparently. Oh, yeah, I'm the big man on campus. Shut up, you fucking idiot. Shizuka out here banging more bitches in a day than you do in your entire goddamn femboy vampire life.
What the fuck did he go from, like, just a regular voice? Like, the Brooklyn was getting more powerful. Tritherion goes from this, like, collect, hello, sage, to, like, the angrier you get him, the more this man just turns into, like, some Brooklyn dude berating you on the side of, like, on the sidewalk for just basically...
I would have you know that I have fucked many women.
Yeah, sure. You're the big man on campus. You know what campus that is? Fucking IUPUI, alright? Or fucking Ball State, alright? It's not a very big campus. I bet when you went to college, I bet you fucking, like, you drove to school every day. Fucking pussy. You didn't stay in the dorms like the boys.
I don't need to take this anymore. I don't need to take this anymore. I am going to fucking leave.
Good. I don't need beta males like you anyway.
He says this, he starts levitating and, like, floating out of the fucking dream. I am leaving now. Goodbye.
Wow, he even sounds like a bitch with that fucking filter.
He got so mad he started singing.
He can't even sing, he needs auto-tune. That's not even a real thing yet, but he has it because he's such a bad singer.
Alright, so, you guys wake up the next morning. Van Richten's like, hey, there's gonna be a festival today.
Yeah, we heard Festival of the, like, Sun.
Yeah. I think something's about to happen.
Will like walks down outside like, oh boy, I sure am excited for this festival. I even slept well, so well I'm still asleep, and he just vanishes in front of him, and then walks down the stairs again. He's like, oh, I slept really well, guys. Bill Murray's just screaming like, how the fuck?
But for today, that is enough because you won't be in Valaki for too long tomorrow.
This is, and then Shizuka's like looking at the sunset and saying, I don't want to be in Barovia anymore.
Well, you cannot leave.
Oh no, the even better part is, it mentions in Barovia, like, it's basically cloudy 24/7. So if anything, it looks out into the just gray sky.
Yeah. Silence, wench. Silence.
Looks out into the gray sky. I wish I could leave. The forces of darkness out here. You can't! I'm sorry, but you fucking can!
I wish to leave Barovia. Okay, and then they just shunt you over to the very next, like, the domain of dread that is right next to Barovia. Like, said you wanted to leave Barovia, you left Barovia. If we did exactly what you asked, I don't get why you're so...
Can I go back to my house?
I would like to leave Barovia. We did exactly what you asked. You are now in the next semi-point of dread over.
Welcome to the one that is literally run by a not a Sararak, wrong lich.
I just like that song, and like all you hear in the background is just.
They should make my asshole a domain of dread.
I mean, it's terrible enough already. We don't need it to get any worse.
That's not exactly true. I mean, I feel like the many men who I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
Yeah, no, yes, if you are too horny before you die, they just shunt you into a miniature hell, and are just like, guess what? You can't leave. What's the most terrible thing that happens in this? What's the most terrible thing that happens in this domain of dread? Oh, there's just a really horny drow somewhere in here. We don't know where.
Don't know where.
This man wants to fuck everything. He literally is probably off fucking rocks.
If it is like vaguely like cylinder shaped, she will try to stick it in her. We have seen her do it with cactuses. She did not flinch. Even we are scared of her at this point.
She said, "I've felt better."
We're a little concerned with what that means.
She said, "I felt better." We're concerned with what that means. Meanwhile, what that means.
Literally, like Shizuka looking at like molten rock. She's just like, yeah.
That's not long enough. Okay.
It needs to be a bit better. See some like spurt up. Now that one.
Oh, that one looks like it's just hardened as well. That one looks like it was molten rock about a minute ago.
That one will be exactly what I am looking for.
This seems like the kind of thing that I would, use while I'm going through my day-to-day things that I do, which mostly consists of shoving more things inside of myself. I also, go to the store every once in a while. But
who knows?
Buy some food, maybe, mostly like not food. Like I don't really need to eat. Eating is like a secondary function for me.
It's not 100% necessary. Okay, so let's go to the little Festival of the Sun. I don't remember what it's called. What, Festival of the Rising Sun?
Like I said, we're gonna deal with that tomorrow.
Oh, so we're done for the day?
Yeah.
Can I have a moot ball feet long? Shit.
Just walk down.
I like the kind of a moot ball feet long. Shit.
Yeah, no, I just imagine they haven't even reacted yet. They're literally just like about to answer. Just like, oh, you mean
shit. No. They're barefoot, so their fucking feet are slapping across the fucking tile. Agreed.
This is just me seeing... No, this is just generic stuff that I'm getting.
Is that Hillary Clinton's colossal green fart?
Yes.
That's great, my friend. I'm going insane. Man.
I'll get that one.
Hold on. How the fuck?
Why is that just music? Alright, okay. Well, I'm gonna stop now.